You know those people who always look effortlessly stylish? The ones who achieve that perfect balance of laid back and put together? Here's the secret. It's not about having the trendiest pieces or the biggest wardrobe. It's about having a carefully curated collection of pieces that just work. In this video, we're looking at some of this year's trends and discover which ones can actually contribute to a stress-free wardrobe. Trend number 1, brown retro sneakers. Brown retro sneakers are making a major comeback this year, and for good reason. Brown is a true game changer in any wardrobe, adding a timeless, grounded quality that feels effortlessly stylish. Even in sneakers, brown brings a subtle elegance that elevates any look. The decline of platform sneakers and shoes is a welcome change. While they made a statement, their impractical height made everyday walking more uncomfortable than it needed to be. Retro sneakers, with their sleeker profile, are stepping in. But with so many options flooding the market, it can be super stressful to separate the good buys from the bad. This problem led me to develop a practical solution, a simple system to help us make smart wardrobe decisions. It works like this. Before any purchase, we answer 10 simple yes or no questions. Let's put the Adidas Handball Spezial in this beautiful earth tone through our system, and I will show you exactly how it works. Let's start with our basic questions about style. Are they bare and minimal in detail? Yes, we're looking at clean lines here, just those iconic 3 stripes from Adidas, nothing crazy. The proportions, totally on point. They've got that sleek, classic retro shape, and color-wise, we've got that beautiful neutral brown, so that's another yes. Now, branding. Well, those 3 stripes are pretty obvious, so that's definitely a no. But when it comes to patterns, we're looking at a clean, solid brown, so that's perfect. Moving on to our power questions about practicality. They have used suede leather, which is definitely premium quality. Love that. But here's the thing about maintenance. Suede needs a bit more love than regular leather. And sure, a suede care kit will do the job, but it's not the easiest, so that's a no from me. Season-wise, these are super versatile. They'll work in spring and summer unless it's scorching hot. Definitely autumn, and honestly, I even wear mine in winter with some sheepskin insoles. Comfort? Absolutely, they feel great on. And here's what I love most about these. They work for so many different occasions. I actually recommend these all the time for business casual looks because that sleek shape and suede material looks so elevated. But they are just as perfect for weekends and casual outings. So, what's the verdict? With just 2 no's, these sneakers get the green light for purchase. Let me explain how the decision making works. If we have 0 to 2 no's, it's a go ahead and purchase. 3 to 4 no's means we should think about it for 30 days. And 5 or more no's, that's a clear sign to skip it. I know, it might seem strict, but this is a German engineered system after all. And trust me, this strictness is exactly why we end up with wardrobes that just work. I'll drop links below to all the brown retro sneakers that passed our system's test. Hi, I'm Bridget. My whole goal is to help you build a stress-free wardrobe system for timeless, effortless style. And we're engineering it the German way. Trend number 2, barrel leg jeans. You've probably been seeing these everywhere lately. Barrel jeans are having a major moment. Think of them as the cooler, more sophisticated cousin of mom jeans. And here's what I love about this trend. It actually started gaining momentum last year and shows no signs of slowing down. But before we jump on board, let's run them through our system, starting with our basic questions about style. Are they bare and minimal in detail? I've got to be honest here, compared to classic straight leg jeans, these have a more complex design. That's a no. What about proportions? Well, this is interesting because while I actually love the unique shape of these jeans, our system is asking about classic proportions. And that barrel silhouette, while super cool, definitely isn't traditional, so that's another no. Color? Well, denim counts as a neutral, so that's a yes. Branding? Nice and subtle, yes. And they are free of patterns and prints, so that's another yes. Now for our power questions about practicality. Let's talk materials. This pair is 61% cotton and 39% lyocell. Here's my take. When it comes to jeans, I always hunt for 100% cotton because it's basically indestructible and keeps its shape beautifully. While lyocell adds stretch and comfort, I've got a little secret. If you size up 1 or 2 sizes in barrel jeans, they actually look more effortless and feel just as comfortable even in pure cotton. So for materials, it's a no for this specific pair. Maintenance, pretty straightforward, yes. Seasonality, absolutely yes. These work for spring, autumn and winter. Comfort, definitely yes. And finally, versatility. While they might be a bit too casual for most offices, they are perfect for social occasions and everyday wear. So overall, that's a yes. Let's check our system's verdict. With 3 no's, we're looking at a 30-day consideration period for this pair. But here's the good news. If you're loving the barrel jean trend, we can easily find a 100% cotton version that would get the green light from our system. I'll link some system-approved options below. Oh, and if you want to try this system out yourself, maybe you've got a purchase you're thinking about right now, I've created a free worksheet for you and you can just click the link below to download it and give it a try. Trend number 3, large tote bags. Large tote bags are having their moment this year and it's easy to see why. They carry a lot, give structure and dimension to minimalist outfits and just easily pair with pretty much anything. I have to say I'm really excited to put this oversized tote through our system because I've been eyeing it for a while now. So let's start with our basic questions about style. We've got this ruffled detail, but it's not overwhelming. That's a yes. What about proportions? Well, it's a really big bag. It's what I love about it, but being oversized means it's definitely not a classic proportion. That's a no. Color, it's black, so that's a yes. Branding, beautifully subtle, you can't see it, yes. And it's free of patterns and prints, so that's another yes. Now, for our power questions about practicality, let's talk materials. We're looking at 100% leather, so that's definitely premium, yes. Maintenance, pretty straightforward, you can just wipe it down or use some leather balm if it gets scratched, that's a yes. And seasons, it works beautifully in spring, autumn and winter. Might be a bit heavy for summer, but that's still a clear yes. What about comfort? I like the length of the straps, but here's my concern. They are quite thin, which could get uncomfortable if you fill up the bag with heavy items. That's a no. For scenarios, it's big enough for a laptop and paperwork for work. And while it might be a bit much for social events, it works perfectly for errands, so overall that's a yes. Time for our system's verdict. With just 2 no's, this bag gets the green light for purchase. Trend number 4, ruffled blouses. Ruffled blouses are making a big statement this year, and you can see why. They bring this beautiful combination of flow and structure to any outfit. They add such interesting details to our wardrobe and have this wonderfully feminine touch. I'm particularly drawn to this one. There's something about the volume that it creates that looks so elevated and special. Let's run it through our system and see how it performs. Starting with our basic questions about style. Is it bare and minimal in detail? Well, with all those gorgeous ruffles, it's definitely not minimal. That's a clear no. What about proportions? The oversized silhouette, while beautiful, isn't classic at all, so that's another no. Color-wise, we're working with a lovely neutral, so that's a yes. Branding, there's no visible branding at all, yes. And it's free of patterns and prints, so that's another yes. Now for our power questions about practicality. Let's look at materials. We're dealing with a lyocell and polyester blend here. While these materials have their place, they are not what I would consider premium. That's a no. Maintenance is actually quite straightforward. It's machine washable on a cold, gentle cycle. That's definitely a yes. Seasons, you can wear this year-round, especially indoors during autumn and winter, yes. Comfort, it's effortless to wear, yes. And for different scenarios, I can see this working beautifully for a work party or social event like going to the theater. While it might feel too precious for casual wear, it's versatile enough overall, that's a yes. Let's check our system's verdict. With 3 no's, we're looking at a 30-day consideration period for this specific blouse. But don't worry, I'll find some alternative ruffled blouses that pass our wardrobe system right away and link them down below. Trend number 5, oval tortoise glasses. Oval glasses and sunglasses are having quite a moment this year, especially in Tortoise. We're seeing a shift from the oversized frames to something more refined. These slightly smaller 90s inspired shapes. You've probably spotted those stunning Miu Miu oval glasses everywhere. They are really leading this trend. Let's see how they measure up to our system. Starting with our basic questions. Are they bare and minimal in details? Yes, they've got that clean, simple design. What about proportions? This is actually perfect. They're neither too big nor too small, just a classic size that feels exactly right. Color? The Tortoise is beautifully neutral, yes. Branding? Here's where things get tricky. There's Miu Miu branding on both sides. While that's pretty standard for designer frames, it's still a no. And looking at patterns, well, Tortoise is absolutely classic, but it's still technically a pattern, so we have to be honest here, that's a no. Now for our power questions. Materials? They are made from a nylon-based plastic, which is actually ideal for glasses frames, that's a yes. Maintenance? Nice and simple, yes. Seasons? These work year-round, so absolutely yes. Comfort? Yes, and here's a great thing about glasses. If you need adjusting, you can always have the sides fitted to your exact size, so should be comfortable. And for different scenarios, these are incredibly versatile. The classic shape works perfectly for work, social events, and everyday wear. That's definitely a yes. Time for our system's verdict. With just 2 no's, these glasses get the green light for purchase. Just a little disclaimer, when evaluating a purchase like the Miu Miu glasses, it might feel overly strict to say no to something as iconic and timeless as a Tortoise pattern. However, being precise with each individual question ensures the overall result is balanced. I designed our system to provide a comprehensive assessment by weighing multiple factors. In this case, while the Tortoise pattern earns a no for being technically a pattern, it's beautifully counterbalanced by the glasses' classic size, neutral color, and versatile design. This balance makes the final green light verdict completely sensible, providing the system's effectiveness in guiding thoughtful decisions. So what do you think of our new wardrobe system? As our community is still growing, I can read and respond to every comment, so share your thoughts below.